I decided to forgive all the Gypsies, including this one. The reason being, Ionia looks a little pathetic, tied up, having to hop around to do things. And also, we sat in the Yoda Hotel, had a churro in our hand, and I told her exactly how I felt about him doing things in a hot spring. And it apologized. So. And also, Lucas is walking around with a nice smile on his face, like, you know what? He's okay with the situation. So I'm okay with it. But Gypsies, I'm extending an olive branch to you. Do not beat me with it. Okay? By the way, let's check out Bronson's house. I don't think we've been in here ever since technology changed. He's at the beach, but check it out! He has one of those nifty 3D printer looking things. Or maybe not. It's an oven. Well, I would like to think of it as a 3D printer. Making little plastic models for his arts and crafts and such. You know, wood and plastic, they kind of go together in this day and age, you know? Alright, so there's a few more things I have to check out around Tasmilly. We could go through the forest and all that. And there's Item Guy again. We could go through the forest, and we could go up the Aeolias that way. But there's some enemies I forgot to fight in here in Chapter 4 because they're too strong. And also there's a new enemy that's popped up in this area, a rare enemy, that I want to reveal to you today. See that? A lot of these forest enemies, they're still extremely weak to us. And they'll run away even. You can see the arrow lizards are back and they'll show us the way to go to Aeolia's house if we ask them. Instead, we're going to attack a few things. Like the graded Yam Monster. I didn't fight him before because he was way too strong. But now we're the strong ones. But he still has freeze beta, which makes him significantly difficult. And Ionia is tied up, so she really can't do of anything. And see that? Freeze is dangerous. If I attacked these guys back in Chapter 4, I would have got my butt beaten. And that's not fun. Don't kill Lucas. He's the protagonist. He's the main character. We need him. Alright. More Yam Monsters, blah blah blah. What I'm looking for is a rare enemy, though. And luckily the Yam Monsters will stay out of our hair. So this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to switch the screens over and over again. Not getting meaningless fights with terribly low enemies. I'm going to try and respawn that rare enemy right in this clearing right here. This is the only place he appears. This clearing before Lighter's house. Hopefully I can make him appear sooner or later. Let's give it a couple more tries. If not, I'll just cut it out until I find him. This is the general technique that I've learned to make him appear. You just keep on using this little system, this little circuit right here. I don't think he appears in the top section, only this big clearing. Alright, I'll give it one more shot and then I'll cut it out to where I find him. Alright, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. He's a rare enemy after all, he ain't gonna appear in a few shots. So, I'll be back in a little bit. Oh, that didn't take long. There he is. There he is. Do not run into this guy. You can instantly kill him. And sometimes he'll do that. He'll bury himself and go somewhere else. Like right here. Rare enemy. The Black Bean Ling. The reason why I'm hunting this guy down? He has a massive amount of experience points, but he also has dangerous fire attacks. Just use your comboing abilities and kill him dead. He's not that strong. And just watch. Just watch. Experience points! This is a great way to level up Lucas and Boney. And when we come back to Tasmilly Village, I think he's still here in the forest in later chapters. So, we could farm him then, too. And get a whole bunch of levels. And that's what I'm gonna do. So, I'll be right back after I get a whole bunch of levels. Woohoo! Look at those levels! Levels, levels, levels. Every time I fought a Black Beanling, I got about 2 levels worth of experience. And you get a Psychic Power almost every 2 levels. So I got Healing Gamma, our first Gamma of the game. It heals knockouts as well. I got Shield Omega, which puts a shield on everybody. Got Psy Counter, which sends back Psychic Powers. Offense up Omega, and Defense up Omega. So we got a lot of good team buffs right now. And just for the heck of it, I decided to visit Lighter again. He still didn't fix his house, even though it's 2 chapters now. I'm not counting the sunflower fields as a chapter, I'm sorry. But he has new things to say to us. You look like Flint now. Well, we should. We're awesome. You look like Hinawa. And for some reason, you look like Klaus, too. I don't understand DNA. Poor Lighter. He always stuck in the past. Mouse has nothing new to say about his situation. He's still struck with lightning. And I learned how to hate the Slitherhand that hangs out in front of the entrance when I was hunting black beanlings. Him. I dubbed him the Durocats as Slitherhands, because he annoyed me. So, like I said, we could go back through this forest and head back to Iolia's house that way, but that's a long walk. Instead, we're going to take an equally long walk and go take the boat, because I'm lazy, and I like boats. Those guys have a fancy, Italian-looking boat there that I want to take. It reminds me of the shopkeeper guy at the beach. These guys have important things to say. Well, not really. New things, not important things. The frog is still coasting around in his little RC car. I gave him some money. I was doing some chicken farming. Oh, speaking of chicken. Yeah, I got a fresh egg off one of the Slitherhands. We'll just carry him around. Why not? You'll adventure with us, chicken. And they're still here waiting. Hey, what took you so long? We've been waiting forever. Why do you look stronger now? Why do you look over-leveled? Oh well, time to get on the boat. Well, we listened to the nice boat theme. Let's have some more Mother 3 facts, how about? Like, last time we were talking about the memo and how the translation team added that in. They added another thing in. When the game asks you for your name, as in, you know, the one where you're putting your name in is like, what, you're gonna go with that? You could put in the name Hard Mode in all capital letters. Turns the game into Hard Mode. I heard you can do this at any time, but I also heard if you do it at the pig mask guy in the factory when you're getting a job, he'll activate it there and you could go back to the Forest Guardian and enter it again to shut it off. That's it. That's all you got. So if you want a hard mode, if you want a harder Mother 3, there you go. And here we are. We're all the way up here now. See that? We could have ran all this way, but no. But we are going to take a trip across the rabbit ribbits. These frogs here. See this bridge building theme all over again. Come on guys, hurry it up. I have my gypsy things to do. I'm in training to be the next Magypsy. First training, jump across frogs. Next, snatch the lipstick from my hand and you will be a master. I came over here for one reason alone. There's music in this box. Yeah, oh, nice waltz rhythm, nice beat to it. Well, that was worth the trip. Alright, we gotta go back to Aeolia's. But I want to trigger another special thing, since I'm in a triggering special things mood. There's a hot spring in these areas. You can find an old man. I want to trigger that old man. Yes, I do. I'm just gonna run back and forth in this area and try to trigger more old men. Oh, fine. You know what? I'm gonna interject some Mother 3 facts while I look for the old man. Yeah, the Tomato and Jeffman, the two heads of the translation team, would say that if Nintendo in any way wanted to translate Mother 3 for America, it would stop what they're doing. But, we got this. We got Tomato and Jeffman translation. Why? Nintendo of America are jerks. They did it to Earthbound, and they did it to this game. I'm gonna try one more time to get this old man to appear. He's not that important. He doesn't give us anything. He just hangs out, like, right around here in the hot spring in this area. And he says, yes? What are you doing? I'm trying to enjoy myself. No, I'm not a Magypsy. Speaking of Magypsies, here's Iolia again. Still doing its thing. Hello! I've never met you before, but Flint told me all about your weird habits. I don't know why. He got physically abused by someone. Well, rushed is a really light term. We did a lot of things other than rush here. Yeah, I think it's about time I untie that rope. That's good. Well, I didn't notice. I thought it looked good on you. I thought it was a new fashion thing. Here. There. You gotta do this. You narcissist. Alright. Well, Ionia is busy freshening up. Would you stop? I extended the olive branch so you would not do these things. But you're doing them anyway. Fate has brought us here. Or a boat. Yeah, I think it was a boat. Alright, fine. She doesn't have anything to say to us. Are you done yet? You men dressed like women, you always take forever. Just... what have I said about the leg thing? Come on. I'm trying to be reasonable. But they're men. What about indirect cases with men? Especially sorcerer men. I wonder why they picked cross-dressers to be the sorcerers in this game. Bad feeling. I don't notice anything. And suddenly Dragon Ball Z comes out of nowhere. What is this? Some kind of explosion? It's rocking the planet. Or at least this screen. Ionia, someone's shaking your house. Anybody concerned about this in the least? This explosion is going on for way too long. It's like something significant just happened. And someone just used flash. Huh? Alright, I think the game just broke. Ionia, you're glitching out! Quickly reset the game, but please don't reset my save. I like this progress I've made. It's not a glitch at all. It's disappearing? You mean Ionia is disappearing? This text right here is a little strange, because it says Ionia, but it's supposed to be Ionia talking. The translators made a little goof here. Ionia is not disappearing in the least, but Ionia is. What is that? Is that the Master Sword? Are we gonna go on some kind of Master Sword quest now? Someone reveal plot to me, please! The needle. The needle in Oso Castle. Someone has just pulled the needle. Is that significant in some way? You mean some kind of prophecy is happening? You're revealing things we don't know about! Someone please explain it. The Dark Dragon? Needles? Why is Ionia disappearing when that happened? Why have we never seen this secret entrance appear till now? Flint couldn't have looked just under this table and found the secret entrance. Where does it lead? Does it lead to prizes? Or just back to Oso Castle? Well, it looks like you're vanishing already, and your name is Ionia, not Ionia. She's vanishing, and so is her sense of self. We must find out if someone with a dark heart or a light heart has pulled the needle. These things sound significant, but they haven't revealed anything to us, so we're kind of left in the dark. It sounds important, though. And my name's Lucas, and I'm ArmoredChocobo. I'm playing Lucas. Bye. Bye, Ionia. Thanks for leaving plot holes. Now Ionia is her proper self again. Ah. There goes your best friend, Ionia. I'm sorry about this. I would have wished this a few videos ago, but since I extended a peace offering, I kind of feel bad that they're disappearing on me now. Well, let's just take this. We got Ionia's memento. What does it do? What is it capable of, besides making us look fabulous? I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I had to do it. It's just a memento. Huh. Well, we'll keep that around with us. It sounds important. Or I'll just start with item guide. That sounds important too. I know we got some new enemies here. We can stun them because of level 40 and all that. We can also attack them. The Cleopatra. It's a good thing I over-leveled in this area, because Cleopatras are a little tough. They have life up, they have constrict, and they have their general bash attack thing. But they get in our way a lot, so it's a good thing I could stun them by running into them. So this makes this path a little easy. Almost easy to the point of being unnecessary. But here it is nonetheless. You saw Cleopatra, you don't need to fight anymore. See that? Stuns! Don't mess with me, cats. I'm on a roll. Am I going the right way? I don't even know. Yes, I am. That cat even came up to tell us, hey, you're doing a great thing! Saving these gypsies, even though you hated them so. Here we are in Oso Castle. This is the courtyard, I believe. Yeah, this is the courtyard we were overlooking back in Chapter 3. So that's what that glowing thing was all about. There was a needle here, but not anymore. The Dark Dragon. He's important for some reason, especially when light and dark is concerned. Ionia, I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, just tell me something. Huh, a neutral heart. That's the worst. Don't trust the guy that's neutral. Maybe. Who can that be? I have no clue. We're gonna have to find out, though. Ionia, please, help us out here. No. Ionia is still on her exposition thing. Exposition without explanation. You were able to play La Milana. Would you be able to pull needles? Yes, thank you! Good gracious, someone figured it out. Dark dragons, needles, gypsies, they mesh together in some way, but you haven't explained a thing. You left us in the dark. It hurt. I had nothing to commentate on. Yes, thank you. Please, explain it all. In a cutscene, if you would. Time to learn all about needles, gypsies, the dark dragon, and you! These are protected islands. The Nowhere Islands are special, because they have a limitless power living beneath them. That power is the Dark Dragon. He's so large, he's as large as these islands, even though they're not... That island is not very large. I mean, take a look. We stopped, like, right about here. Not a lot of island left to discover. If the dragon is asleep, the islands won't get destroyed. And the humans shouldn't control it, because, you know, magic powers and all that. So the gypsy ancestors hid needles to keep it asleep. So there's 7 gypsies, 7 needles. This is a right proper Earthbound quest now. If we wake the dragon, the power will be unleashed. But if it's a bad guy, bad things will happen to good people. And the world will be destroyed. Typical fare of RPGs. What if a good person pulls the needles? The opposite will happen. You'll destroy all the evil, and will make a good world filled with peace and life. That's what's told, anyway. If the needles are pulled, however, the gypsies are going to vanish. And after I just made peace with them, they're my friends now. They're slowly creeping up the friendship ladder. They're right under Hinawa, which is, Hinawa's in trouble for making me fall off Sunflower Island, or whatever that was. Hinawa, why did you do that? That was rude of you. Here's one last look at the island. Take a look. The only place we haven't discovered is that bluish-looking mountain on the side. Alright, now we know all about the needles. Everything is making sense. But there's one other legend. Only the people that could play La Milana and beaten it, especially Hell Temple, can pull the needles. But gypsies can't beat Hell Temple. It's too hard for them. The skulls get them once and every time. And that spike needle room. I completed La Milana, so I'm the chosen one. But I bet there's another person. There's another person on this island that's completed La Milana. I wonder who that could be. Well, let's save with the save frog for now. Next time on Mother 3, the new quest begins. The Earthbound quest. The Needle Hunt. Are you ready, folks? I'm ready. I'm ArmoredChocobo. Good night.